Hi there, so welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Excel Island, where the goal and objective is to learn and master Python over the next 100 days. Today is day 64. We're actually on track. We are 66% out of the whole career track, which is data analyst in Python career track on the DataCamp platform. As it is, we are not lagging behind, we are not slow, and we are not too fast. We are actually on track. So today we'll be doing something different. Rather than taking a new course, we'll be assessing ourselves on data manipulation in Python, which is one of those things, one of those lessons we've covered over the past couple of live streams, over the last 60 plus days so far. So let's test ourselves in data manipulation with Python. We're actually going to take an assessment on the DataCamp platform. That is the next thing in line after the last project we did, which is visualizing the history of Nobel Prize winners in Python. So without any other delay, let me start sharing my screen real quick and we just get started. So I just go to the career track. You're quite familiar with this interface. And I go ahead and so we've done SQL, we've done Power BI. So I'm just trying to complete this Python. Then we start building our projects real time. We're building projects across the three tools, Excel, Power BI, SQL, and Python. I'll be sharing that on the channel also. So do make sure to subscribe so you won't miss when I start dropping all those amazing projects based on what we've learned over the past couple of 2, 3 years of trying to master SQL, Power BI, and Python. I'll just go ahead and click this so you can just get started. So we've covered all of this in the lesson we've been doing so far. So definitely we have this EDA and sampling in Python and hypothesis testing in Python to cover also. So let's just go to this next in line, which is this skill assessments, which is data manipulation with Python. Okay, so let's give ourselves a shot and start. Let's cover this in this live stream. Okay, we have two attempts. We have 15 questions and test your skills. Data manipulation with Python. Time challenges. Solve a series of time challenges, 60 to 120 seconds before the timer runs out. Typically, it takes approximately 10 minutes. So the assessment will automatically adapt to your skill level. Personalize a combination based on your score. Hmm. Okay, let's see. Let's start assessment. Okay, your manager wants a list of the first names of all her employees. Help her out by printing the index of the employee data frame shown below. So the index of the employee data frame shown below. Okay, so that index should be, so the index, so we have the first name, gender, salary. Complete the code, expected output. So I expect to see the index of the employees. First name, Linda, Steve, Henry, gender, female, male. So 3,000. So it should just be print. So this is the employee database, right? Print employee dot index employee. Let's double check. PLYE dot index. Your answer has been submitted. So let's take a quick break for the next question. So the first name column, So the first name column is actually index of the data frame. You can see this is the first name column. This is the index of the data frame. So if you play data frame dot index, it's going to return the index labels, which is in this case are the first names of the employees. You can see, so the data, we just mentioned the data frame. So the data frame is employee, just say employee dot index in this instance. Okay, let's move to the next question. Take a deep breath. So the wine data frame, hold on a minute. The wine data frame has this. The wine data frame whose first rows, the wine data frame whose first rows are the wine data frame. We have the data frame called wine whose first rows are shown below. Provide information on wine stock by an online retailer, but is missing the year of the vintage. Add the year column to the data. The list of years has been created for you. So we have a list of year. So we need to add the year. We need to add the year of the vintage. So we just create a new column based on the data. So the data frame is wine. We know the wine is data frame. They want to create a year column. You just create a new column like this with curly bracket or square bracket. Then we equate it to the year data frame, the year list. Then we equate that to the year list. So that's straightforward there. So expect when we print wine.l, we should see this. So let's submit real quick. Mm. So the solution here, what we did was we have the wine data frame already, and it's missing the year of the vintage. Add the year column to the data. So the list of years has been created for you. So we have a list. So this is a list in Python, list of years. Then we just say create a new column. So I'm going to create a new column called year, and we equate it to this year list. So that should solve the challenge there for us. Okay, next question. So return the Abatan data frame shown below with the smallest salary value appearing first in the data frame. It's saying we should return the pandas shown below with the smallest salary value appearing in the data frame. Smallest salary value. So I want to return the smallest. That is the minimum value in the data frame. So we have this our index in this instance. This is the first column, second column, third column. So to return the smallest salary value in the data frame, appearing first. So it's going to be the smallest. So we are going to sort this column from descending. So we're going to we're going to say result will be equal to data frame dot sort values, then sort by salary. I think by default it's going to sort it. No, square bracket, sort by the salary column. So I want to sort this data frame using the sort values function. Then we're going to sort by the salary column, and by default it should be descending. Yes, from ascending rather from lowest to highest. So you're going to sort it ascending. Let's submit it. So by default, ascending order, which is smallest to largest. So we don't need to mention the sort method that we need there. Okay, so next question. Okay, it says plot a line of score as a function of overall rank. The variables are combined in happiness data frame. So we should plot a line. We should plot a line. So plotting, we are going to be using matplotlib and seaborn for plotting. So it says plot a line of score as a function of overall rank. The variable are contained in the happiness data frame. Complete the code to return the output. It's going to be SNS, or definitely SNS. That will be used to plot. Dot line plots. So frame, our data frame is the happiness data frame. Let me spell the happiness pretty well. Our X variable is overall rank. Common overall rank. Our Y variable, I'm slow here. Come on, I'm slow. Is score. I'm too slow. So I have to be pretty fast. Oh, come on. I'm too slow. I'm too slow. So I was supposed to do just point to the data frame. This is the line plot, the data frame, the X variable, X axis, and the Y axis. Come on, come on. I need to be pretty fast there. Next question. It says subset the data frame. So subsetting in Python. Subset the pandas data frame. Subset the panel data frame to return all rows with a weight greater than 175. Ooh. Okay, I want to subset print data frame. So with all weights greater than, we want to return only the two rows that are greater than 175. So that would be data frame, the data frame, and I'm going to mention the weights column, weights, close the bracket there, greater than 175, 175. So that is solved. So it's going to return rows that the weight is greater than 175. Interesting. Let's just double checking that. Because if you make a mistake in the line of code, you failed it. And that's not fair. So next question. It says subset data frame to select the alignment of characters or column. Alignment of characters column. So we have the alignment good. Okay. Says subset the data frame to select the alignment and character column. So we want to select only the two columns here. We want to return the alignment and character column. So this is our expected output. Okay. Import pandas as PD. So just say data frame. I'm going to subset and pick only those two columns. These brackets, alignment. You have to be fast there. Align ALIGNMENT, comma, then the character column. Character. Then I close it back with this bracket. Yeah, since we are subsetting for two columns, we have two brackets here, then we close the data frame there. Let's submit that. Just double checking the spelling. Alignmenc. Alignn. Then we have the character spelling. Characcer. So just to be sure, since we can't just copy those words. So let's move to the next question, number 8 question. Number 7 question rather. Okay, add height. You say we should add height column to the data frame. So we want to add a new column to the data frame. So we're going to add this height, which is a list here. The height is a list already. We're going to add it to the data frame that we have there already. So add the height column to the data frame shown below. We have species, name, weights. So we need the height column to be added there. We're going to say data frame. Definitely be calling on the data frame column again. So we're going to say height column in this height heighc is going to be equal to this our height here, height data frame. So we just added, so we definitely created a new column called height. I'm actually pointing to this height data frame here. heighc heighc. Just double checking to make sure I'm spelling those column name correctly, else it's going to mark it wrong. Let's submit that. So number 8 question. Let's go. It says calculate the interquartile range of the age of 100 customers who have recently bought products from your website. Interquartile range of 100 customers who have recently bought products from your website. So I'm going to use the stats, some sci-fi.import. So from sci-fi import stats, interquartile age. So it's going to be from 100 customers. You know there are 100 customers from your website. So stats, we can use the stats dot IQL, open a bracket to calculate the interquartile range for that. Okay. Then print IQL underscore from your website. Age is a numpy array. So age is so we are pointing to this numpy array called age, since it contains the age of the 100 customers. Okay, stats dot IQL. Let's submit that. So we move to the next question. It says calculate the interquartile range of 100 customers who have recently bought products from your website. The interquartile range. Calculate the interquartile range of the age of 100 customers who have recently bought products from your website. Complete the code to return the output. So, keyword quarter 1 age, quarter 2. That probably prints the code here. So it's going to be data frame age dot quantile, which is 025, then This is going to be dot quantile also. Quantile. So 25th percentile and 25th percentile. We're going to print Q3. So it's going to be Q3. I have to make sure I'm spelling that correctly. Q3 minus Q1 to get the interquartile range. So we know the first quartile, we know the third quartile. We want to get the interquartile range to give us the results, which is the IQR. Okay, let me submit that. So just double checking. Quantile, then Q3 minus Q1 to get your result there. So you're going to be getting 27.0. Let's move to the next question. It says the chess data sets has contains information. The chess data set contains information about the top female chess players around the world. The federation column indicates which country the player represents. How many players are from each country? Ooh. Okay, to know how many players are from each country, we're going to say players per country, chess federation dot value counts. We want to count the players from each country based on the value federation column dot value count function. Value count function. So it's going to pick the federation and count number of rows in each row there. Players per country, chess federation, the chess data frame, and the federation column dot value count to count each row from the federation column. So it's going to count the occurrence of each unique country. So count, okay, value count. So if you print players per country dot head, we should have these results here. Okay, let's submit that. So our next question, we have 5 more questions to go. So next question. So it says the chess data set contains information about the top female chess players around the world. You have viewed the first rows. You have viewed the first rows of the data set, but you suspect some of the subsequent rows made very different. Preview a random sample of 5 rows. Ensure that you have reproduced the result by using random start 42. What does that mean? You have produced the result using random start 42. So it says print chess data frame dot, you need to be dot sample of 5. Preview a random sample. So what is the sample method of 5? We use random starts mentioned here. Random underscore state equals to 42. So we close the brackets there. We close one bracket outside. Okay. So we use this sample function. Mention 5 random. Pick 5 random sample. Then use the random states. Random. Just double checking. Random underscore states equals to 42. Let's submit that. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Next question. It says following a trial of new treatments, you wish to create plots. You wish to create a plot of the change over time based on the trial, change over time of the trial week of the patient response. The patient data is shown. So we have the patient data, then we have the trial week column and the response column. It says complete the code. So following a trial of a new treatment, you wish to create a plot of the change over time of the trial week versus the change over time. Okay, let's be fast here. We need to plot two multiple plot there. sns.cbon. I'm going to use line plot, sns.line plot again. The one I didn't complete earlier. Our x variable is a week column. Our y variable is the response column. Our data is the patient data, so we just simply plot the change over time per week for each patient. sns.line plots, open brackets, x is equal to the x variable is a week, our x column is a week column, and our y variable, y plot is the RASP column. From here, our data is the patient data, so that's how simple to plot a line plot after importing your libraries. Though, let's submit that. So our next question is, you have sales data for the year. You have sales data for the year 2018-2019. Create a new data frame, sales 2019, that contains data from 2019 only. Okay, so we have sales year, value count, by 2019 and 2018 data frame. It now says complete the code to return the output. So once you return only the 2019 data, so that should be, write the code here. Print sales 2019.head. Copy sales data frame, sales, and the year will equal to 2019. Then we close that one more time. Since we are selecting the sales data frame, subsetting the sales column and the year. Voila. So we've solved that. Okay, so now let's move to the next question. So this should return only the 2019 sales based on the year column. Okay. Our next question, let's go. Create a scatter plot of score of a function, of score as a function of GDP per capita. Use color to indicate, says use color to indicate the level of generosity. The data is contained in the happiness data frame. Okay, we're going to write, we're going to be plotting a scatter plot in this instance. That'll be SNS dot Tornado scatter. Tornado scatter plots. Open bracket. The data equals to the happiness data frame. Our x-axis is equal to GDP, capital, per capita, capita. Our y-axis is equal to score. Then our happiness Q is equal to generosity. Close the brackets. Oh, I didn't put one more. I was too slow there. Generous, I was too slow there. I need to put Q as generosity. Yes, I'm missing this line here. That's not fair. I need to put the Q as generosity there. So next question. That is the last question. So if you're investigating the impact of age on the evaluation of cars to better understand the price that should be offered to customers for second-hand cars. You want to visualize both the individual distribution as well as the relationship between the two variables on a single graphic. Interesting. So this is going to be SNS dot join plots. You want to visualize that as a single plot. Dot join plots. So our x-axis is the age, our y-axis is value, data is valuation. So you want to visualize both the individual distributors as well as the relationship between the two variables on a single graphic. Oh, interesting. So a scatter plot will be showing the relationship between the car age, x-axis and y-axis, between the car and age. Histogram above the scatter plot showing the distribution of ages. Histogram to the right of the scatter plot showing the distribution of values. Okay. This is showing information based on age, the age data set here, the age record here. And this is showing information based on the values record here. Wow, interesting. Now let's submit, and that is the last challenge to solve there. And voila. Ooh, SNS does join plots. I see. I didn't pay attention. I didn't pay attention to what I was writing. Hopefully, I didn't miss too much. Ah, you see the score of 134. You perform better than 80%. That's not bad. I'm getting close to data manipulation. Is quite simple. Most of the data manipulation challenge here is to just sorry, is to just create new columns, create charts, add new columns to the existing data frame, uh delete columns, extract columns, subsets, select certain columns. That's quite interesting to do. It's cool to understand. Then also you need to pay attention to the spelling of or the functions, count values, or SNS, the line plots, scatter plot, join plots. You have to be pretty careful with that. Okay, let's see. You completed this assessment. You can continue to the next step. Congratulations, your score shows that you are at the required level of exploratory analysis in two of the certification that we offer. Find out what else you need to know to get satisfied. I can just go for data analyst certification, but so I need to focus on visual exploration. Understanding your data, I was able to solve over 130% of this question. updating and aggregating data, 120 something, exploratory data analysis. I need to focus more on this visual. I was making mistake while trying to write the plots or the plot functions. Okay, let's continue. So now we need to go to the next lesson, which is this exploratory data analysis in Python. Let's see what we have. We have get to know your data sets, data cleaning and imputation, relationship in data, turning exploratory analysis into action. So this is what we'll continue from day 65. So we start this course. Then we'll move to this analyzing crime in Los Angeles. Then we'll move to sampling. Then finally hypothesis testing. So we need to finish this month, this July. Yeah. The goal is to complete all of this before the end of July. All right. So that's what we are going to continue with on the. If I click on start, let's just click on start and see what we have here. So initial exploration. So initial explorations, function for initial exploration, counting categorical values. You see, so we have a lot to learn. All right. So that'll be the end of the live stream for today. I hope you enjoy this skill assessment with me, where you get to explore your data manipulation skills and see how well you actually know how to manipulate data to extract column, subset column, extract static column, add new column, delete column, plot simple plots and graphs here and there. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you on the next video on the channel and on the next live stream. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye for now.